So after captivating America with his Trump-mania speech at the RNC and endorsing Donald Trump, Hulk Hogan, he appeared on stage at Donald Trump's massive Madison Square Garden rally in New York City yesterday. Here's what he had to say.
You know, when I hear my president and our president, Donald Trump, speak, he sounds for real, brother. He sounds like he has a heart of gold that's all for the USA. But when I hear Kamala speak, it sounds like a script from Hollywood with a really, really bad actress. We all know Trump is the only man that can fix this country today. And with Trump as our commander-in-chief, peace through strength will fix all the problems in the Middle East.
Here with more wrestling legend himself. What did that say on your shirt? The one and only legend, Hulk Hogan, is with us. How are you, sir? You are having too much fun out there.
I'm great, brother. I still got my Trump pump on, brother, from Madison Square Garden.
you know, I work out. I'm not taking you on either. You were great in one of the Rocky movies, and I remember the size difference. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was brutal. And then at the end, it was funny. All right, so you tapped into something that I think is really relevant. Trump is real. I do interview after interview after interview with Donald Trump. I have one tomorrow with him. And these are not scripted answers. These are answers from the heart. Kamala can't talk about her real views, so she has to hide them. I think that's a big part of why she's not doing well. Your thoughts?
Well, the main problem I have with her is she will never answer the question. Whenever she's confronted, if she has the answer, she won't tell you the answer because at the end of the day, all the policies are bad. They're taking this country in the wrong direction. So when people talk about the word salad, in the wrestling business, we call it a bunch of gaga, you know, and it just doesn't mean anything. So when you talk to Trump, you got a feeling, you know, that he's real. He's tangible. He connects with the American people, and he loves this country. I've known the guy since WrestleMania 4 and 5, almost 40 years ago. He hasn't changed a bit. He's the same generous, honest guy he was back then. He loves this country, he loves life, and he loves his family. And when he talks about bringing God back into our homes and back into our country and back to our schools, the people understand he's for real. He's sincere about that.
What do you make of the Nazi, fascist, racist closing argument, the psychotic rage that has now overtaken the Joy campaign?
Well, there's a clip that you didn't show, and when I went on stage, I said, no, this is the house that Hulkamania built, or whatever I said, and this is Trumpmania. Can't remember what I said, but I looked around 22,000 people, and I said, I don't see no stinking Nazis in here. You know, I don't see any domestic terrorists. I just see hardworking people, men and women that love this country, that want safety, security. They want, you know, to be, you know, how would I say, be able to pay their bills and get along in life and just have a good life in God and country. Just good American, real American people in the building. What they're saying is just spewing venom. It's not true.
Yeah, you know, the people that get up every morning, they work hard, obey the laws, they raise their kids, they take them to church, they cook dinner, pay their taxes. I mean, they're the people that really make the country great. They're the people that's been your audience your entire career. That's been my audience my entire career. Our lives are because of very generous people that have blessed us. And I hate to see the American dream that we have both benefited from disintegrating before our very eyes. And there's not a single thing they can point to that they can say is successful, in my view.
Well, when I was talking to the president the other night in the back, I told him, I don't buy these polls. I mean, I've been slinging this real American beer for 4 months. I've gone to 18 different states. I'm pushing through all 50. And my fans are Democrats and they're Republicans. I see 8,000 to 10,000 people a day. I take pictures, sign autographs. Democrats and Republicans, they're all for Donald Trump. I mean, it's so lopsided. Middle America is so lopsided, it's unbelievable. But what you read in the press, demonizing President Trump, saying we're all domestic terrorists, talking about the Nazi stuff, none of that stuff is true. And I told Donald Trump, I can't even buy into these polls. And when he says it's too big to rig, that's exactly where this is at now.
I gotta order your beer online. I have less than a minute. What is it about that iconic arena? What is it about MSG? Tell me.
Well, it's like the Roman Colosseum. If you're an athlete, if you make it in Madison Square Garden, you've made it in your career as far as athletics. I mean, the fact that I was in Madison Square Garden for almost 40 years, when I walked out there the other night and I saw 22,000 people, it was the energy of Hulkamania, but it was even bigger. It was like all the Trump maniacs were all on the same team. We all want to make America great again. And I was kind of worried going out there because I usually have another guy to work with out there. I was out there by myself, and I felt like everybody was with me because we were all on the same team. Right. We were on Trump's team, brother. And those Trump-maniacs, those are real Americans, and they want this country back, brother.
Hulk Hogan, don't, as the Washington Post said, the American people should not settle for a townhouse instead of a home with a yard. We appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.